Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to be making is the cauliflower crust pizza. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make the crust. So what you're going to need to make your crust is rice cauliflower. You can also buy a head of cauliflower and shred it or put it in a food processor, but I like buying the rice cauliflower because it's just simple to work with. You'll need 1 egg. And then you'll also need a cup of cheese. So the cheese that I have in here is I have 3/4 cup of parmesan cheese and 1/4 cup of cheddar cheese. You always want to make sure that most of your cheese is some sort of dry cheese, and that's to make sure that the crust actually stays together and isn't falling apart while you're trying to eat it. Alright, but I like cheddar cheese, and that's why I have the 1/4 cup. You could just use 1 cup of parmesan cheese. That's how I used to make it, but now I make it with 1/4 cup of the cheddar cheese and 3/4 cup of parmesan cheese. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my cauliflower and I'm going to put it into a pan with no oil on medium heat. So I'm gonna turn this on medium. Alright, you don't want to have it up too high because you don't want to actually cook the cauliflower. All we're trying to do is get as much water as possible off of the cauliflower. Alright, so I'm just going to put it in the pan and I'm going to cook it down until I see that some of the cauliflower is turning brown. Alright, mine is frozen. Alright, and I'll come back and show you how it looks once all the water is gone off of it. Alright, so I'm just going to stir my cauliflower. Alright, I still see it sizzling a little bit. That's okay. But if you see that there's still a lot of steam coming off of the cauliflower, which there's still a lot coming off mine, then I know that there's still water that's even. I'm checking on my cauliflower. Alright, y'all, so y'all see that? You see where some of it has started to brown? That's when I know that it is ready to mix in with my other ingredients. I don't want to mix it in like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set it aside. So my cauliflower has cooled down and I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of the ingredients together. So I'm taking 1 egg. And to that egg, I'm going to add just a pinch of salt, because cheese already has salt in it, y'all. And a little bit of garlic powder. I'm going to mix that up. Then I'm going to add in my cup of cheese. Mix that around. And I'm going to add in my 2 cups of rice cauliflower. Alright, so that looks good. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to spread this out onto a piece of parchment paper. Alright, so all I'm going to do is I'm just going to spread this on out. Go back along the edges and just make sure your edges aren't too flat, because if they are, they will burn. Alright, so I usually just make a little mound on the outside like that, squish it down. For the crust, you want to preheat the oven to 400 degrees. And then I'm gonna put my crust inside of the oven for about 18 to 20 minutes. And what I'm looking for is for there to be a nice brown, light brown coating on the top of my crust. And this is how you know when you have a great support system, when they sit while you're cooking, eating a nice, sugary, very, very sugary macadamia nut cookie. But that's alright, because my cheesecake is going to be bomb.
That's fun. I recorded every minute of this video so far.
Oh, that's your justification? You deserve the cookie?
And I'm hungry.
Alright, so taking my pizza crust out, and this is perfect. Alright, so you see how It's nice and brown on the top. And you can see that it's slightly starting to brown around the edges. Alright, and I'm going to let that cool for just a little while before I put my toppings on it. When it comes to putting the toppings on your pizza, you can put whatever you want on it. Alright, so over here I have some of the things that I'm going to put on mine. And so I have marinara sauce, of course. Alright, you do have to be careful and always look at the carb count on your marinara sauce to make sure that it's okay. For keto, I find that this one is fine, and this is what I usually use for my marinara sauce. I have pepperoni, parmesan cheese, cheddar cheese. I've cut up about 5 or 6 banana peppers, and then I have some chopped spinach that was frozen that I put in the microwave on a paper towel for a little bit to kind of get the excess water off of, because I don't want it being watery on my pizza. First thing I'm gonna add is my marinara. And like I said, I don't put too much because I want to make sure I keep the carb count down. Next, I'm going to put my cheddar cheese. So now I'm going to put my pepperoni. Pepperoni is a good source if you are trying to get some fat in your diet. I'm gonna do my banana peppers and spinach. And last, I like to sprinkle my parmesan on top. And I think that's good. Alright, so I'm putting it back into my 400-degree oven. And this time I'm only keeping it in there maybe about 8 minutes. Just until all the topping on top are cooked and my pepperonis look crispy. Alright y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my pizza out because I want it just like this. You can keep it in there longer if you want to, if you want your stuff to be a little bit darker on top. But this is how I want mine to look. The crust of this pizza is 10 grams of net carbs, and with my toppings it was still only 14 grams of net carbs. So there are plenty of low carb toppings that you can use, so just do your research and dress it up to your liking. Let's see, I'm gonna get one piece of pizza. All right, y'all see how, I mean, it's like a piece of pizza. Like, it's pretty firm. It's not gonna cave in. All right, so let me see. Here's my pizza. It's good. This video is 2 of 3 parts of me documenting what I made for my birthday. If you would like to see how I made my cheesecake, go back and watch my last video. And if you want to see how I made my hot barbecue and lemon pepper wings, make sure to stay tuned for my next video. Thank you.